Hello, everyone. Hope you all are safe and healthy. After a long break, I would like to welcome you all to BusinessTech Times. To those who don't know me, my name is Moksha. As your host today, I would like to brief you about our show. So, BusinessTech Times is a show where we have dialogues about businesses, technologies, and an individual's professional journey. Well, that being said, I would like to welcome our guest for today, Sara Agaeian, founder and CEO of Innovizion. Good to see you, Sara. How are you doing today?
Hi, Moksha. Great to see you. Thanks for having me here.
Great. So how long have you been in Sweden, Sara?
Well, I came to Sweden in 2018, and now is exactly 2 years since I am in Sweden.
Oh, that's great. So who was Sara Agaeian before coming to Sweden?
In fact, I had quite a long journey before I came to Sweden. I'm originally from Iran, and after completing my degree and a few years of working, I moved to India, New Delhi, to do my MBA over there. Yes. I had a great experience during my study in India. The culture, language, and everything was new to me. So I went through a very big challenge to adapt myself with the new environment. And after completing my MBA in international business for almost 1 year, I was teaching at the international school in New Delhi. Then I got the opportunity to do my PhD from University Technology in Malaysia. So I moved to Kuala Lumpur in 2011.
Okay.
Again, facing the same challenges of adapting with a new culture and people, but this time, of course, was easier because I was more prepared to face the changes. I started my study and working at the same time. After a while of being a freelancer, instructor, and business advisor for different companies, I established my own training and business consultancy company in Malaysia. With a team of trainers and event organizer, we organized seminars, workshops, and also ran some short and long-term projects with different companies in Malaysia and Singapore. Okay. Then after staying almost 8 years in Malaysia, when I met my husband, and he's a Swedish citizen, we decided to settle down, and that's why I moved to Gothenburg, Sweden.
That's lovely, and it's been quite a journey.
Yes.
Yes, okay. You are, as I said before, you are the founder and CEO of Innovizion. Would you like to tell us what Innovizion is all about?
Sure. When I decided to open Innovizion in Sweden, I wanted something more developed and beyond the only business consultancy which I had in Malaysia. When I did some research and market analysis, I understood that nowadays technology is everywhere. And even if you are a pure business focused company, you cannot ignore the use of technology and the advantages of it in your business. And there are many businesses who don't know how they are able to implement the technology in their businesses and where exactly the technology can help them. They want to move along with their competitors and become more innovative, but they don't know how. That's why the idea at Innovizion is to discover how technology can be a business solution and can help a business to be more innovative and improve faster and smarter. With the team of technical and AI experts, we found automation and digitalization as the best solution for improving the business processes and management. So in general, I can say the focus area of Innovizion are design or redesign business processes, automate the repeated tasks and processes within the company, and digitalization, which is very demanding, especially these days when everyone is forced to work remotely.
Yes, absolutely.
And all of these are based on a formulated business analysis sheets designed by our business analyst experts, and also based on the information that we get from each of our customers. Therefore, the results and solutions that are provided by Innovizion are very reliable and applicable to that specific customer who can be in any business or industry. I give you an example. For
Okay.
one of our customer in logistics, they came with the issue that every day they will receive more than 35 invoices, and 2-3 staffs are responsible to download the PDF invoice from email and extract the specific data from the invoice to Excel sheets and then forward it to the responsible person for approval and payment. What happened in between was that, first of all, the staff took a lot of time to proceed the invoice. Usually it was between 3 to 5 days. And then the second problem was that the manual entry caused errors sometimes. And they were forced to move back again and check all the documents and data to find their mistakes. At Innovizion, after reviewing the workflow, a few discussions with the technical team, we came up with the automation solution for invoice processing for the logistics customer. So our technical team designed a bot that can automatically read the invoices 24/7 and then extract the specific information to the Excel sheet without a human interference, and then forward to the responsible department or person for a digital approval. So during this automated process, we increase the speed of invoice process from 5 days to 10 minutes only, and we decrease the human errors to almost zero because the bots work with machine learning and AI, and after a few times reading the invoices, they will learn by themselves, and they know how to correct the process. So the staff of the company have time for the other critical tasks and have more room for being creative and work on something that bots cannot do, such as like decision making, judgmental tasks, and so on.
Oh my God, that is interesting and so like that's amazing, and I think it's great that how you can use AI in business and what results you get. It's amazing. I really like what Innovizion is all about and how they use AI in business. It's quite fascinating, Sara, and it's so what motivated you to start a business of your own here in Sweden?
I believe that starting your own business is a big dream and big step for anyone to take, as it may require leaving the comfort zone for a more uncertain future. When you are leaving your routine job, you might think about how it's possible to survive when you have no certain income as a salary at the end of the month. And believe me, this is the scariest part of starting your own business, especially when you are an employee for quite a long time. So you must have enough motivation and excitement to start on your own. According to my experience and what I did before, I can name 3 most important parameters that motivated me all the way along. And I recommend, if you guys have these 3 motivation key factors, and there are more, of course, get out of your comfort zone and start your own business. Number 1, I can say having enough passion. Some people believe that the passion has meaning when you are so rich or retire, but it's absolutely not. If you love what you do, it gives you the power to fight, to be able to work through the challenges. So choose a job or work or business that you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. So you can pursue your passion to live a happier life. If you have enough passion and excitement to start on your own and bring your idea from your head to your desk, then you are in the right position to start your own business. If it's just by force or copying what others do because they are successful in their business, you want to start the same thing, then I don't think you get the right decision. it doesn't mean if somebody else is successful in his or her business, you will do the same.
Exactly.
And number two, Moksha, I think is money. I think this is the most motivational part of having your own business.
Yes, I
Uh,
agree.
exactly. If you want to be the most beneficial person for the effort you are paying, then start your own business. As an employee, you are spending 8 hours of your most precious time every day for someone else, developing their business, completing their project, advertising their brand, and doing more and putting more effort every day. Because if you don't, they replace you with someone else.
Yeah.
But after doing all of this, a part of your fixed monthly payment, that we call it salary,
Mm-hmm.
what will happen for you financially in return when the businesses grow, when your companies sign more contracts with the customers? What do you think you will get? You get a bonus, gift
Exactly.
card,
Nothing.
or
Yeah, hardly.
you get only 1% incremental every year? But when you are the owner of your business, the first person who gets the most financial benefit is you.
Mm.
And your wallet grows as your business does. But don't forget to prepare yourself for bad days also. There are many challenges in the business journey that you are the main person who has to face as well.
Yeah.
And then last key factor. The last key factor that can give you the motivation to start your business is the impact. Uh,
Impact?
impact.
Huh,
Impact
okay.
on society. Because most of us are motivated to do something that will impact the society and others. You may have an idea for a product or for a service that meets a desired need in the marketplace. By turning your idea into business, you can be the first person to meet the needs, which can result in a profitable venture. You could profit even more by teaching your idea to others, or by creating a business model which you can turn it into a franchisee. So in conclusion, I think once you know which of those three factors motivate you to take this bold step of starting a business, you have a foundation and you are ready to jump and make this difficult decision and push through the challenges. It is very important knowing your motivation, because it will gives you the clarity and you will be less likely to lose your focus,
Mm.
or get pulled off track and forget why you started on this journey at the first place.
Yeah, those are some really great points you gave there, Sara. And I think for the upcoming entrepreneurs in business, technology, or wherever, in whichever field, these are the points they need to keep in mind. And especially for me, like, I think I will really take, at the end of this podcast, I will really take down these points and will implement it in my life in the further for sure. They were really good points.
Sure, great to hear
Uh,
that.
yes. To continue, I want to know, how do you compare Innovision with other business solutions providing companies?
We are every day trying to develop our team knowledge and research about the latest innovative solution in the market. As I mentioned earlier, I think our unique selling point is the digital business analysis that we do through the question and answer session with the customer. And all these questions are formulated by our expert team. Therefore, the result of analysis are very trustable by our customer. And also, we do the process analysis to identify and prioritize the right candidates for automation, to make sure that the customer is doing the right investment and will get the expected ROI.
Mm. Okay. Then does Innovision offer training solutions?
As I said, we just started last year in Sweden and got very busy with the development and projects. We had planned to run a physical event in Gothenburg and Stockholm, which
Okay.
unfortunately was cancelled due to the COVID-19. But luckily, we got some online events. Through our partner, they are in Malaysia and Oman. So it was very interesting, and we explained about digitalization and automation at workplace and how it works for companies and how businesses can get profit from that.
Okay. And as you said, it was digitally done. Who all were or who all can be involved? You said, okay, businesses, anybody else?
It was for business owners and managers, mostly non-technical people.
Okay.
Yes.
And you handled or managed many projects globally, as you said, in India, Malaysia, in Sweden. And what is the difference you see?
There are a lot of differences. I believe nowadays project management is more of an art than calculation and traditional paperwork. It is the art of managing your resources, assigning tasks to the right people, managing your time and budget to move the project forward. So this art can be different from country to country or culture to culture. Of course, as I said, I can see some major differences when I moved from Middle East to Asia, then to Southeast Asia, then to Europe. The team that I work with also, they work differently depending on their culture of origin. For instance, in some Asian culture, people won't openly question. But here you see it's a different.
Yeah.
Or what I can say, it's a delivery time of a project, which is very sensitive agreement here, and they can sue you for even 1 day delay. But we can see, for example, in Middle East culture, if you are late for a delivery for some project, even months or years, it's not that much sensitive. Another good example, it's about planning a stage in the project life cycle. I can see here in Europe, it's very interesting part for me because they spend about 60-70% or even more on the planning a stage. And but like in Malaysia or Middle East, we spend even less than 20% in planning.
Yeah.
So these differences are affecting the result of the project and increase the failure or success of the project.
I completely agree with you because I'm from India as well, so I can really relate how the time management and planning and execution works here, which is quite different, and it's the way every country works in their own way. So yes,
Exactly. That's why we see a lot of holding projects in those countries they are holding for more than like years, and nobody even look at that project again.
yeah, I know. I can relate. To be honest, I can relate. I know that theater and acting is your hobby. How do you manage whilst being a busy businesswoman? Is this question often asked? Like, do you get that a lot?
Yes, there are many people ask me the same question because they cannot find any relation between theater and acting and doing business. I love theater and acting actually since my childhood. And the answer of this question goes back to the first motivation factor that I explained. It's passion. Theater is my passion. And I never feel that I'm working even when I am spending hours in rehearsal. Instead of getting tired after it, I feel more energized that I can even do my job better. This is the, I think, first thing that motivates me to do both. How I manage my time, I believe that everyone has more than enough time to do what they really want to do. I am busy, or I have no time for this or that, in my point of view, it's only an excuse. Or maybe this is not your first priority to do that. If a friend is saying that I'm busy and I cannot call you, it doesn't mean that he or she is 24/7 engaged with very important work. It means that she or he has more priority than calling you. So I believe this is only a matter of good time management. And if you think that you have no time to follow your passion, I suggest that you check your calendar again and put priorities in order to work what you are going to do. And believe me, you will have time for everything.
Wow, I think you're my new idol now, Sara, because time management, theater, business, acting, I think wow, it's wonderful hobbies you have there. Well, at the end, this is going to be my last question. Would you like to share some tips about being a businesswoman?
Yes, sure. I can share some points that I learned through my journey and experience, which I hope it can help those who are in the beginning step of their journey. Uh, the first thing that I highly recommend to people who want to start their own business is the preparation. It's very, very essential to understand exactly what you want to do with the small details, and have a clear vision for yourself at least. You create a SMART goal. I believe everyone knows a SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time-based. It's very important to have a clarity of where you want to achieve. Because when you have set a clear goal for yourself, for example, imagine you put a flag on the top of the mountain and you know your destination is there. When you know you will have a bumpy road, it will help you to prepare, and it will help you to get a proper shoes, proper equipment for your hiking. And if you are going on one direction for a while, and for example, there is an unexpected blockage, you might, of course, get a little disappointed, but it won't stop you because you know your goal is there and where you are going exactly. And just, okay, this way didn't work, let's try the other direction. Let's stand again and go from backside. It doesn't matter for you today is rainy or sunny, you are prepared and you wear your rain boots and continue again. So if you have not enough clarity and vision, you lose the direction. You will definitely stop by a small rain or small blockage on your way.
Yeah.
The second thing that is especially for women, move beyond the gender gap. If you look at the Cambridge Dictionary, they translated the gender gap as a difference between the way men and women are treated in the society, or between what men and women do and achieve. As a woman, when you start your own business, means that you are moving beyond this gap and you are taking steps to prove that women can be treated in the society as men and can achieve even higher than men. According to the statistic in the last 20 years, the number of businesses owned by women in the United States has increased by 114%. In the past 2 years, women have started more than 1,500 new companies. So don't be afraid because of your gender, you are not taking seriously or you have no power to take action. No, you are creative, you are talented, you have enough education and knowledge about your idea, you set your goal and you have persistency. So no doubt you can achieve your goal. And lastly, I can say, know yourself, your true motivational level, the amount of money you can risk, and what you are willing to do to be successful. Then you can choose the right business for yourself and don't hesitate to ask people who are expert in that field to help you if you need advice, because it's always good to listen to those who have tried and made mistake already, and then you can learn and don't repeat the same mistake again. And don't forget to research your market and competitors, otherwise you will go blind in the market.
Wow, that was wonderful. You have given such good points today, Sara. To be really honest, I think for it's very important for every woman to keep these points in mind in whichever career. It can be academia, it can be business, in whichever field. I feel these are some incredible points you have mentioned, and a big thank you
Thank you to you.
for your time, Sara. It was a pleasure to have you on our show. I hope you enjoyed sharing these points with us, and in fact, I enjoyed having this discussion with you. And a big thank you to the audience for tuning in. If you have any questions to Sara or me, you can send us an email at gdgwestsweden@gmail.com or comment below. I will also put this email ID in the description. So if you liked today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you all very soon. Until then, goodbye and stay safe.